sheer terror and desperation to save the dragons, a primal force within Alyria awakened. Her eyes blazed with an unearthly light as she felt an ancient power surge through her veins. To the shock of the thieves and the dragons alike, Elyria transformed into a magnificent, iridescent dragon. In the ancient land of Dragonheart, there existed a realm where dragon riders ruled the skies. This formidable kingdom was governed by the lineage of House Doris, a family blessed with the extraordinary ability to transform into dragons. The current rulers, Lord Arvandus and Lady Seraphina, led their people with strength and wisdom. They had 3 children, the brave and valorous twin brothers, Kalar and Valen, and their delicate and gentle sister, Elyria. House Doris was revered not only for their dragon-riding prowess but also for their unique gift of transformation. This ability was a closely guarded secret, known only to the ruling family. The twins, Kalar and Valen, were groomed to inherit the mantle of leadership, destined to become the next dragon lords once they achieved their dragon forms. Elyria, though loved dearly by her family, was seen as fragile and unfit for the harsh responsibilities of ruling. Elyria was a gentle soul, more attuned to the melodies of nature and the whispers of the wind than to the art of battle. Her brothers adored her and vowed to protect her at all costs. Despite her seemingly delicate nature, Elyria harbored a strength and courage that remained unseen by all but the most perceptive. Elyria often visited the lairs of the female dragons to help tend to the little ones and the unhatched eggs. She found solace and joy in caring for the dragons, forming a special bond with them. One fateful day, as she was tending to the eggs, a group of hostile thieves ambushed the lair, intending to steal the eggs and sell them on the black market. In a moment of sheer terror and desperation to save the dragons, a primal force within Elyria awakened. Her eyes blazed with an unearthly light as she felt an ancient power surge through her veins. To the shock of the thieves and the dragons alike, Elyria transformed into a magnificent, iridescent dragon. With newfound strength and fury, Elyria drove the thieves away, protecting the precious eggs. The female dragons, recognizing her as one of their own, rallied around her, solidifying her bond with them. News of Elyria's transformation spread like wildfire. Her brothers, Kalar and Valen, were torn between joy for their sister's newfound power and fear for the potential chaos it could unleash. Lord Arvandus saw Elyria's transformation as a threat to the established order, fearing it would undermine the twins' legitimacy. Lady Seraphina, on the other hand, believed Elyria's transformation was a sign of destiny, heralding a new era for their lineage. The kingdom of Dragonheart found itself divided. Some, led by Lord Arvandus, believed that Elyria's transformation was an abomination and called for her execution to maintain order and tradition. Others, inspired by Lady Seraphina, saw Elyria as a beacon of hope and a symbol of true strength, advocating for her to be protected and revered. The conflict within House Doris escalated. Kalar and Valen, initially united in their protective instincts, found themselves on opposing sides. Kalar, influenced by their father's fear, believed Elyria's power was too dangerous. Valen, driven by love and faith in his sister, stood against him, vowing to protect Elyria at all costs. The tension culminated in a series of battles. Dragonheart was plunged into chaos as factions clashed. Kalar, torn between loyalty to his father and love for his sister, faced Valen in a heart-wrenching duel. Their battle was fierce, a tragic display of brotherly love turned to enmity. As dragon fire lit up the sky, Elyria, still struggling to control her newfound power, watched in anguish. In the midst of the chaos, Lady Seraphina was captured by the faction loyal to Lord Arvandus. Her plea for peace and unity fell on deaf ears as Lord Arvandus, blinded by his fear of change, ordered Elyria's capture and execution. In a desperate bid to save their mother and bring an end to the bloodshed, Elyria and Valen launched a daring rescue mission. They infiltrated the enemy's stronghold, facing insurmountable odds. As Elyria unleashed her dragon form to protect Valen, Kalar confronted his father. "Father, this madness must end." Kalar cried, his voice echoing through the halls. "Elyria is not our enemy. She is our sister, Lord Arvandus," his eyes filled with sorrow and rage. Raised his sword. "She is a threat to everything we have built, Kalar. To everything we stand for." As father and son clashed, the ground trembled with the force of their battle. Elyria, sensing her brother's peril, joined the fray. With a roar that shook the heavens, she intervened, using her newfound power to separate them. "Enough." Elyria's voice, both human and dragon, resonated with authority. "We are family. This fighting must end." In the moment of stilled conflict, a sudden betrayal occurred. One of the loyalists, driven by a misguided sense of duty, launched a fatal strike at Alyria. Kalar, realizing the true depth of his love for his sister, threw himself in front of the blow. Sacrificing his life to save her, the scene was a tableau of heartbreak. Kalar lay dying in Alyria's arms, his blood staining her scales. Valen, grief-stricken, held his brother's hand. Lord Arvandus, realizing the depth of his folly, dropped his sword and fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "Kalar, my son." Lord Arvandus whispered, his voice broken, "Forgive me." In the aftermath of Kalar's tragic sacrifice, peace was restored to Dracarien. The loss of Kalar served as a stark reminder of the cost of division and fear. Elyria, with Valen by her side, took up the mantle of leadership. They ruled with wisdom, compassion, and the unity their brother had died to protect. Lord Arvandus and Lady Seraphina, their hearts heavy with grief and regret, pledged to support their children and heal the wounds of the past. Under Elyria and Valen's guidance, Dracarien entered a new era of prosperity and harmony, where the bond of family was honored above all else. The legacy of House Doris, once divided by fear, was now united by love and sacrifice. And in the skies above Dracarien, the spirit of Kalar soared, a guardian dragon watching over his family and his kingdom forever.